Hello and welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about something that has bothered me so much, and that is about the Igbos. Where do I begin? Now, I've continuously wondered why the Igbo speaking people are disliked almost everywhere in the country, and I suddenly came to this realization, and perhaps I'm even sure even the Igbos themselves don't know this realization. So it's a privilege that I want to share this to the world. First and foremost, I like to say I was also, would I say, a victim of those who hated the Igbos. Then it suddenly dawned on me one day to ask myself, what is it exactly that I hate about the Igbos? Why do I really hate them? And I realized that there was absolutely no reason at all. But then I also realized I was infected by an environment that forced me to dislike them. And what is this environment? Like in my previous videos, I've made it known to almost everyone that I've lived in this north for 52 years. 52 years. And believe me when I tell you that I know a lot of what a lot of the things that I'm talking about. I'm not just saying these things as a mere circumspect. They are convictions. Growing up in the north, every youth, every child growing up in the north is forced consciously or unconsciously to dislike the Igbos. For instance, when I was growing up, there's this song we used to sing. Yamiri Yamutu Yakari. That means we've killed all the Igbos and we've finished them. I sang that song when I was young. You could imagine the mentality of a child growing up, singing the song that a certain race have been killed and have been depleted. Yamiri Yamutu Yakari. That means we've killed all the Igbos and we've finished them. Those were the songs I sang when I was growing up. And imagine when I was singing this song, the kind of psychological input it must have made in me. As a child, I'll be asking why was it necessary that the Igbos should be killed? There are other psychological inputs as a child growing up in the north, as for instance, Iyamiri Bamutun. It means an Igbo man is not a human being. So these are psychological inputs that is in the north, that when you grow up in the north, you are forced to hate, or I don't want to use the word hate, it's too harsh for my liking. You are forced to dislike the Igbos. But why would anybody want to hate the Igbo man? These are very, very adventurous people who come to your place and try as much as possible to start from the scratch and become something. I think rather than dislike them, I see a good reason why they should be more of an example than a subject of hate. Believe me, in the last few years, I've come to understand the Igbos as very, very nice people. So I want to urge that is not to say they are perfect. For instance, yes, an Igbo man could come to your place, get a few shop. Over some time, when he makes some money, he becomes arrogant. But that really doesn't harm anybody. The bottom line, the sum total of it is that these are really, really nice people. And believe me when I say that I am not an Igbo man. I am an Urobo man. And believe me, I grew up in the north. And I suddenly just realized that I was also a victim of the manipulations and the lies that circulate here in the north, just to hate an innocent people who love going about their daily chores of business. The fact that certain people chose to direct hatred towards these people, I feel very hurt. I feel very, very hurt. And I'd like to also end this video by addressing the mutual. Is it really mutual? I want to believe that the hatred is more from the mutual dislike between the Igbos and the Yorubas. I really don't. I think the Igbos, from my research, from my conviction, are really willing to open an arm of friendship to the Yorubas. But somehow the Yorubas, from what I've understood, They like referring to histories and seem not to want to forget about what happened in the past. Awolowo is dead. Azikiwe is dead. All the people you refer to in the past are all dead. These are a new generation. This is a new era. Why don't we form a new beginning so that we rediscover ourselves? The people who are referred to as a reason to perpetuate this hatred between the Yorubas and Igbos are all dead. So why don't we find a new reason to start to re-establish a new bond? Because let me tell you, it is the hatred that persists and perpetuates between the Yorubas and the Igbos that has continuously given the northern caliphate edge to continuously rule us. So I'd like to end this video to say, please, I really don't know how it's going to begin, but I know it's starting. For instance, let me make reference to the handshake across the Niger. It is starting, but the youths of these days seems to want to continuously, hold on to history that helps in no way to build bridges between the Igbos and the Yorubas. Let me tell you, the day the Yorubas and the Igbos decide and realize that they need to bury the hatchet, that is the end of northern domination in this country. So I am urging the Yorubas and Igbos to please find a way, find a common bridge to meet, and let every water that has flowed under the bridge flow away, and then, charter a new course of coexistence. I'd like to stop here, but the bottom line of this video is to tell the world that whatever propaganda, whatever medium that has been used to circulate to the world that the Igbos are bad people, no. The Igbos are very, very nice people. They are lovable, and I urge the world to love them anywhere you find them in the country. They are the victims here. They are certainly not the predator here. Now let me also end this video that I've not been paid to say this thing that I'm saying. I'm saying this from a true conviction. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I want to say thank you for listening.